Dems media outraged after Trump calls MS-13 gang members animals. So I am going to change the heading on this because I want both sides of politics to see this video. Because this is a very good example of why the mainstream media lies to people. And I want to expose them for it. So let's jump into the story, but just warning, the title won't be the same as this title. Democrats, the mainstream media, and left-wing media reporters are twisting President Trump's words and calling MS-13 illegal aliens, gang members, animals. We have the video. We will play that for you in a sec. During a roundtable discussion of California's sanctuary state laws, Fresco Sheriff Margaret Mims mentioned to Trump the difficulty of working with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE agency, to notify them of illegal aliens MS-13 gang member. In response, Trump called the MS-13 gang members animals, as he's done in the past. We do have that clip. We will play that for you right now.
Okay, Margaret.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know, sheriffs in California are now in an untenable position when it comes to trying to figure out now. We have state law, we have federal laws, and here we are stuck in the middle. Sheriffs especially, because most of us run our county jails. When there became a legal challenge to the 48-hour holds for ICE, it was very frustrating for us. So what I did is I invited ICE to put their officers in my jail so they're able to do their work. We didn't have the staffing to be able to help figure out who they wanted to talk to, who they didn't. I said, come on in, work with our people to keep our community safe. 2 weeks later, Mr. President, Kate Steinle was murdered. Yeah. Now, I wasn't the only sheriff to do that. Sheriff Youngblood did, Sheriff Christensen, and it was perfect because we didn't have to take our time with our staff to do anything. ICE was in there doing their work in a safe, controlled environment, and then the initiatives started happening. The Trust Act, the Truth Act, and finally SB 54, the Values Act. And that is causing us all kinds of turmoil. So here we are, stuck in the middle, trying to decide. We have federal law, we have state law, and that's why I welcomed Attorney General Sessions' lawsuit, because that will provide us clarity that we need and direction that we need. What do we do? Because here we are. And I appreciated Mr. Holman and the ICE. We had a great relationship. We still do. But now ICE is the only law enforcement agency that cannot use our databases to find the bad guys. They cannot come in and talk to people in our jail unless they reach a certain threshold. They can't do all kinds of things that other law enforcement agencies can do. And it's really put us in a very bad position. It's a disgrace.
And we're suing on that, and we're working hard, and I think it'll all come together. Because people want it to come together. It's so ridiculous. The concept that we're even talking about it is so ridiculous. We'll take care of it, Margaret.
Thank you. There could be an MS-13 gang member I know about. If they don't reach a certain threshold, I cannot tell ICE about them.
Yeah. We have people coming into the country, or trying to come in. We're stopping a lot of them. But we're taking people out of the country. You wouldn't believe how bad these people are. These aren't people. These are animals. And we're taking them out of the country at a level and at a rate that's never happened before. And because of the weak laws, they come in fast. We get them, we release them, we get them again, we bring them out. It's crazy. The dumbest laws, as I said before, the dumbest laws on immigration in the world. So we're going to take care of it, Margaret. We'll get it done.
Following the statement by Trump, the Daily Beast published a headline that claimed that President was referring to some deported immigrants when he called MS-13 gang members animals. And this is why we're talking about this. This is why I'm changing the headline. The actual article stated, Trump on some deported immigrants. These people are animals. Not exactly what he said, was it? The neoconservative Washington Post columnist Jennifer Rubin attacked Trump's evangelical supporters, posting a link to a report by The Hill which claimed the president called all illegal aliens animals, which is completely not true. MSNBC anchor Andrea Mitchell repeated the false claims on her Twitter feed. And there it is there. NBC reporter Benji Saran, I'm not mispronouncing, called Trump's attack on MS-13 gang members a political attack with a long and deadly history. The report from The Guardian falsely claimed Trump was referring to some immigrants when he called MS-13 gang members animals. Look, technically he was referring to some immigrants, but they're deliberately leading out the part where he's talking about the MS-13 gang members. These are gang members that are the worst of the worst, that rape, that murder, that sell drugs, that insane violence. These are the ones that Barack Obama led into the country. Like, that alone should be enough to make people worried. This is your open door policy at work here, liberals. This is what you want to let in. Congratulations. But they're deliberately leaving out the MS-13 part of this because they know it looks bad. They know they can't attack him if they put MS-13 in the headline, because most people sit there and go, hang on, you're talking about MS-13. People know this gang by reputation. The Guardian report posted an edited version of Trump's remarks, specifically omitting the portion where Sheriff Mims refers to MS-13 gang members. Funny that, isn't it? A writer for New York Magazine claimed Trump reserves the term animals only for brown people. Yeah, I don't think you actually have to be brown to join MS-13. I think any skin tone can join, so that sort of fails, doesn't it? CNN pundit Kevin Boyle similarly said that Trump refers to MS-13 gang members as animals, implied racism, and it's the same dehumanization tactic used by slave traders. Oh my God, they're so reaching. They're so reaching right now they could reach to China. A researcher with the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee posted photos of children at the southern border alongside Trump's remarks on MS-13 gang members. What does people down the border have to do with MS-13 gangs? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Trump, we're taking people out of our country when you believe how bad these people are. These aren't people, these are animals. Yes, he is talking about the MS-13. Anybody sees that in the clip. The violent El Salvador MS-13 gang has flourished in the US after decades of open border policies where unaccompanied minors are resettled through the country. Sometimes those unaccompanied minors are already members of MS-13 or become members. As Breitbart Texas reported, there have been at least 200 murders by the MS-13 gang across 22 states since 2012. Most recently, Border Patrol revealed to Breitbart Texas that MS-13 gang members traveling with a caravan of 1,200 Central Americans posed as an unaccompanied minors to gain entry to the US. Didn't even hear about that. God. An explosive report by Breitbart News revealed that nearly 100 MS-13 gang members had been resettled across the country by federal government as unaccompanied minors. Nearly 65 of those gang members were gathered Special Immigrant Juvenile Status, or SIJ, which acts as a quasi-amnesty program for young illegal aliens who cross the southern border. Okay, so what's my takeaway on this? This is the case where mainstream media is trying to damage Trump's reputation so bad that they actually damage their own. People that will actually see this full report or see this full video will know he is talking about MS-13. They know how bad this gang actually is, and there is nothing you can say in this that does not make mainstream media look like a lying sack of fake news. This is why we call you fake news. We don't call you fake news because we don't like your opinions. We call you fake news because you're fake. Because you're lying your ass off yet again, like the carpfish over in Japan when Trump supposedly overfed them. Or when Hillary was going to win the election, or when you claim that people couldn't read WikiLeaks for themselves because that's illegal, but don't worry, we can, sort of bullshit. And at the end of the day, all we do is just keep calling out this fake bullshit news that they just desperately want to run. And they hate Trump so much right now that they're just lying their ass off to try and damage his reputation. You can't sit there and claim to be partisan anymore. You've been exposed way too much as fake news. Okay? We know you have a bias. Just admit it, at least. But I don't know, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you believe that they were fake news? Do you believe that they deliberately lied about this because of the fact that they're trying to damage Trump's reputation? Or do you think it was just carelessness and people just retweeted the first tweet they found and maybe he lied about it? I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.